Trời tuyết và những cái hạt tuyết nó bám ở trên cây, nó rất là đẹp, và bông tuyết nó tơi và nó xốp, khi mà nó đụng vào trong cái kiến thì nó tan đi. Mình thích cái thời tiết như vậy. Khi mà tuyết nó rớt xuống đường nó cũng tan đi và lái xe không có bị nguy hiểm. Một đoạn ngắn nữa là nó bị kẹt thôi, rồi sau đó sẽ hết kẹt và tôi sẽ có thể đến nơi làm việc đúng giờ.
Parents.
Tes bébés mangent. Tes bébés mangent.
Ce sont mes professeurs.
Maintenant, nous avons un appareil. Appareil. Photo. Photo. Appareil.
Nous sortons du hall de l'hôtel.
Maintenant, nous prenons le métro et le tram. Ce est un
In 2 kilometers, keep left onto Don Valley Parkway and toward Newmarket.
Je t'achète un magazine.
Bonjour Paul, ça va?
Bonjour Estelle, ça va très bien. Et toi?
Ça va bien, merci.
Great, so we're both doing well. Now, let's find out how French-speaking neighbors Samir and Laura are doing today. Bonjour, ça va?
Ça va très bien. C'est dimanche.
Mais non, c'est lundi.
Oh non, je travaille.
Laura was feeling very good. And why did she say that was?
C'est dimanche. That means it's Sunday.
Laura doesn't work Sundays, and she's looking forward to her free time. Super. But, no. It seems like she may have gotten mixed up.
Samir had to break the bad news to Laura. He said, mais non, c'est lundi. That means that no, it's Monday.
And that put an end to Laura's happy Sunday feeling.
C'est dimanche.
Mais non, c'est lundi.
Oh non, je travaille.
Poor Laura. While she gets her act together, let's practice saying what day it is.
As you probably know, c'est means it's. Then you add the day. For example, dimanche. C'est dimanche. It's Sunday.
Or if today is Monday, c'est lundi. It's Monday.
mercredi,
Let's practice saying those.
Repeat after me.
lundi,
Lundi,
lundi, lundi, mercredi, samedi, dimanche,
Je.
samedi,
Je.
dimanche,
Okay, we'll turn off grading for now, but you can still follow along.
c'est dimanche.
c'est dimanche, c'est dimanche.
Now, imagine that your friend has forgotten what day of the week it is. Remind him that it's Monday. Super. C'est lundi.
Have you ever got the day wrong, Paul?
I often wake up thinking it's mon anniversaire, my birthday.
Oh, Paul, you and your wishful thinking. But once a year, tu as raison.
Tu as raison. Tu as
I'm
raison.
so hungry, and I'm really craving sushi.
Me too. Nous allons au restaurant aujourd'hui?
In case you didn't catch that, Estelle just asked me, are we going to a restaurant today? Aujourd'hui means today.
Aujourd'hui. Let's practice saying
Nous
it.
allons au restaurant aujourd'hui.
Repeat after me. Aujourd'hui.
Aujourd'hui. Aujourd'hui.
But you didn't answer my question, Paul. Nous allons au restaurant aujourd'hui?
Non, aujourd'hui, c'est mercredi.
I know today is Wednesday, Paul. Et
Chaque mercredi, je mange avec Emma.
every Wednesday you eat with Emma? Who is this mysterious Emma? And why have I never heard of her before?
C'est ma sœur. Chaque mercredi, je mange avec ma sœur Emma.
Ah, d'accord. Did you recognize that word that Paul used to tell me about his weekly dinner date with his sister? Chaque means every. Chaque mercredi means every Wednesday.
You can use it with any day of the week. Chaque lundi, je vais à la boulangerie. Every Monday, I go to the bakery.
Of course, you'd rarely hear a French person saying that. In France, people often go to la boulangerie chaque jour, or every day.
That's right. French bread doesn't last more than a day in my house. What's something you do every week, Estelle?
Chaque dimanche, je vais au café. Every Sunday, I go to the cafe.
Great, let's practice.
Your turn. Repeat after me. Chaque mercredi. Chaque lundi, je vais au café. Let's try that again with mercredi.
Say that every Wednesday, you go to the cafe. C'est bien. Chaque mercredi, je vais au café.
So, Paul, I guess I'm on my own for sushi this evening.
Tu veux manger avec ma sœur et moi?
I'd love to eat with you. And meet your sister, of course. I bet she has a ton of stories about you.
On second thought.
Now we're going to practice saying what day of the week it is.
Well, we only covered 3 days of the week so far. So I guess Estelle and I have less than a 50-50 chance of getting the day right where you are.
So far we have dimanche, or Sunday, lundi, or Monday, and
Repeat after me. C'est dimanche. C'est mercredi. You also learn how to talk about your routine with chaque.
maybe like me, you spend every Sunday, chaque dimanche, au café.
Repeat after me. Chaque dimanche. Chaque dimanche, je vais au café. L'université. or to university.
Say that every Wednesday you go to university. Excellent. Chaque mercredi, je vais à l'université.
You can also just live in the moment and talk about what you're doing. Aujourd'hui,
Okay, let's try one more. Imagine that you're staying in France. There's a very good chance that today you'll be heading to La Boulangerie. Say, today I'm going to the bakery. Bravo. Aujourd'hui, je vais à la boulangerie.
so why do the French buy their delicious bread chaque jour?
Well, le pain français is rock hard after one day. It's made without butter or oil, and that means it dries out quickly.
How did I not know that? Well, I guess it doesn't last that long when I'm around.
In 7.7 kilometers, take exit 73 onto Dufferin Street and County Road 53.
Seulement. Seulement. Écrive. Seulement. Avec. Crayon. Quand. Je. Étais. Des. 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 Crayons. Des. Et. Quand. Des crayons. Quand. Était. Petite. Je. Suis.
Ouf, c'est vendredi.
Pardon, Estelle, but did you just say woof?
Je.
Non, Paul.
Non.
I'm not un chien. I said ouf. It's what we say in France instead of phew.
Okay, I misheard you. You said ouf, c'est vendredi, because you're relieved it's Friday.
Exactement. Vendredi. Ouf, c'est vendredi.
Pardon, Estelle, but did you just say woof?
Non, Paul. I'm not un chien. I said ouf. It's what we say in France instead of phew.
Okay, I misheard you. You said ouf, c'est vendredi, because you're relieved it's Friday.
Exactement. Vendredi, or Friday, is one of my favorite days. Just like samedi et dimanche, Saturday and Sunday.
I love all the days, but let's just look at the sounds in your favorites. Vendredi et dimanche. En is in dimanche, and en is in vendredi.
Dimanche. Vendredi.
So aujourd'hui c'est vendredi and you're hanging out with me. Et demain, tomorrow, tu fais quoi demain?
Demain, je vais à la plage. Tomorrow, I'm going to the beach.
Cool, j'adore la plage. In case you didn't catch that, I just asked Estelle, tu fais quoi demain? Which means, what are you doing tomorrow?
Tu fais quoi means, what are you doing? And demain means tomorrow.
You can also use tu fais quoi with any day of the week to ask what your friend's plans are. For example, tu fais quoi vendredi is what are you doing Friday?
And tu fais quoi dimanche? What are you doing Sunday? Your turn. Repeat after me. Tu fais quoi? Tu fais quoi demain? Tu fais quoi dimanche? You know that I'm going to the beach tomorrow, but we haven't heard from Paul yet. Why don't you ask him? Ask Paul what he's doing tomorrow.
Tu fais quoi
Bravo.
demain?
Tu fais quoi demain?
Nothing. That's why I asked Estelle what she was doing.
You want to come à la plage with me? You know, I take a yoga class there chaque samedi, every Saturday.
Sounds perfect. My downward dog is a little rusty, but I'll try to keep up.
Super. It'll be great to have company. So, Paul, we talked a lot about our weekend plans last time.
Oui, but enough about us. Let's hear friends Laetitia and Céline talking about what they're doing this weekend.
Tu fais quoi samedi?
Je vais au musée d'Orsay samedi. Et toi?
Samedi, je vais au jardin du Luxembourg.
You heard Laetitia ask Céline, tu fais quoi samedi? You might remember from last time that means, what are you doing Saturday? What did Laetitia and Céline say their plans were?
Turns out they're both planning on seeing a little of Paris's culture. Céline said, Je vais au musée d'Orsay samedi. She's going to the Orsay Museum, a famous museum in Paris, on Saturday.
And Laetitia's going to another famous Parisian landmark. She said, Samedi, je vais au jardin du Luxembourg. That means, on Saturday, I'm going to the Luxembourg Gardens.
Notice how in English we add on here. I'm going there on Saturday. But in French, we never do that.
Let's hear that again.
Je vais au musée d'Orsay samedi. Et toi?
Samedi, je vais au jardin du Luxembourg.
Your turn. Repeat after me. Samedi. C'est samedi. Samedi, je vais au parc.
Now imagine you're in Paris and you've been busy touring museums and shopping all week.
Your friend Etienne asks you about your plans for Saturday. Tu fais quoi samedi?
Reply that you're going to the park, au parc, on Saturday. C'est bien. Je vais au parc samedi. If you've never seen le Jardin du Luxembourg in real life, you can see it in paintings by some of the...
Paul?
Pardon. Quoi?
Didn't I show you the painting I did of Le Jardin du Luxembourg?
No, but I'd love to see it. It's so cool that you did that.
When in Rome.
Or Paris. Everybody...
You can do it en français.
Let's practice all you learned in the last two lessons.
First,
repeat after me. Tu fais quoi demain? Tu fais quoi samedi? Tu fais quoi dimanche?
now let's review some ways to answer those questions.
Repeat after me. Je vais au cinéma demain. Je vais au parc samedi.
You're all set to chat about the weekend ahead with your friends.
Imagine it's vendredi, or Friday, and you're in the office, chatting with your work friend, Anaïs.
Ask Anaïs what she's doing tomorrow, or demain. C'est super. Tu fais quoi demain?
Demain, je vais au cinéma. Et toi?
Très bien. Je vais au...
Sounds like you both have plans for demain. But what about the rest of the weekend?
Ask Anaïs what she's doing on Sunday, or dimanche. C'est parfait. Tu fais quoi dimanche?
Dimanche, nous allons au Jardin des Plantes?
Anaïs suggested going to Le Jardin des Plantes together. What a great idea!
Wait, the garden of plants? Isn't that like any garden?
I guess it is kind of an unimaginative name, but Le Jardin des Plantes is actually the most famous botanical garden in Paris.
Next time I'm in Paris, I'll be sure to visit.
And take your easel and paintbrush. C'est magnifique! Lately, we've been chatting about plans for this weekend.
But a lot of people have a weekend routine. So how do you talk about that?
Let's listen to Fatou and Céline.
Tu fais quoi le dimanche?
Je vais au restaurant avec un ami. Et toi?
Le dimanche, je cuisine avec ma sœur.
If Fatou wanted to ask Céline about her plans for this Sunday, she would say, Tu fais quoi dimanche? Or, what are you doing Sunday?
But instead she said, Tu fais quoi le dimanche?
Adding the le in le dimanche changes on Sunday to on Sundays. So, tu fais quoi le dimanche means what do you do on Sundays?
Add that one little word, le, and we're talking about routine.
And the same applies to all of the rest of the days of the week, too.
Let's practice Tu fais quoi le samedi? Or what do you do on Saturdays? Repeat after me. Le samedi. Tu fais quoi le samedi?
Let's hear the rest of Fatou and Céline's conversation again.
Je vais au restaurant avec un ami. Et toi?
Le dimanche, je cuisine avec ma sœur.
Céline goes au restaurant with a friend, or un ami.
And Fatou said, Le dimanche, je cuisine avec ma sœur. On Sundays, I cook with my sister.
Notice how she used le dimanche again.
Now, why don't you try asking me about le dimanche?
Ask Estelle what she does on Sundays. Excellent. Tu fais quoi le dimanche?
Moi, je vais au café le dimanche. But if I were back home, I'd be just like Fatou, cooking and eating with my family. It's a big tradition en France.
Ta famille est en France.
Oui, c'est ça. Those Sunday meals are something I miss.
Well, you gotta start a new tradition aux États-Unis, preferably involving cooking delicious meals avec moi chaque dimanche.
Deal.
So, we've been talking about our Sunday routines.
Aujourd'hui, we're gonna start by listening to deux amis, Stéphane and Anaïs.
Anaïs left home for school this year. Now her friend Stéphane is calling to catch up and he wants to know about her new routine.
Try to catch the question Stéphane asks Anaïs.
Tu fais quoi le dimanche?
Le matin, je vais au parc.
Et le soir?
Je mange avec mes amis.
Stéphane's question was, Tu fais quoi le dimanche? You'll remember from last time that's what do you do on Sundays?
Anaïs replied, Le matin, je vais au parc. That means in the morning, I go to the park.
Notice how Anaïs said le matin to mean in the morning. You can use le to describe regular events with times of day like matin or morning, and après-midi or afternoon.
So, le matin means in the morning, and le soir is in the evening. Let's hear the rest of Stéphane's conversation with Anaïs again.
Et le soir?
Je mange avec mes amis.
Et le soir? Or, and in the evening? And Anaïs said that she eats with her friends. Je mange avec mes amis.
Le matin. Le soir. Tu fais quoi le soir? Time to talk about what you do on Sundays. Tu fais quoi le soir?
Say that in the evening you eat avec ta famille, or with your family. Très bien. Le soir, je mange avec ma famille. So if you were in France, what would you normally eat on Sundays with your family, Estelle?
Nous mangeons une raclette le dimanche, especially when the weather is a little colder.
What's une raclette?
Well, you take a block of raclette cheese and you melt it on a grill. Then you scrape the melted part onto potatoes and cold cuts.
Stop. You had me at melted cheese. We should make la raclette our new Sunday tradition.
You're in for a treat. Let's prep weekly routine.
Remember that if we want to talk about what happens every week, we use le ahead of the day.
Let's start with on Fridays and on Saturdays.
Repeat after me. Le vendredi. Tu fais quoi le samedi?
Do in the morning and in the evening.
Repeat after me. Le matin. Tu fais le soir, je mange avec ma famille. Now imagine you're chatting with a French-speaking colleague, Françoise. She's kind of mysterious and you're curious about how she spends her time.
Ask Françoise what she does on Sundays, le dimanche. Très bien. Tu fais quoi le dimanche?
Le matin, je vais à la plage.
Sunday morning.
But how does she spend the rest of the day?
Use le soir to ask Françoise what she does in the evening. Parfait. Tu fais quoi le soir?
Le soir, je cuisine avec ma famille. Et toi?
Tell Françoise you eat with your friends, tes amis, on Sundays. Use le dimanche. C'est super. Le dimanche, je mange avec mes amis.
Speaking of eating with friends on Sundays, tu manges de la raclette avec moi dimanche, Estelle?
Oui, Paul. I've already bought a block of raclette cheese.
Only one?
Yup. La raclette is all about sharing, Paul.
I can't wait.
You've entered the parking lot for your destination.
Đi bố.